Completion for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Out. Greystone travel. Ready.
Fournette on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, orbit.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Go! 8-3, 218, chop. Go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Coaching spill.
53's the mark. 53, check it.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
General West.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line. 53 is the mic.
On play action, Brissett escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready, go.
Mike 58 right there. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Mack. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is third and goal. Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll pitch to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A pass complete here to Conley. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
And it's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Minshew sets to throw, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st down, Wilkins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go. Was a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. And read. Three is the mic. All day, baby. All day.
On second down now, it's Mack looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Buddy up. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Play action now. Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal sheared in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Josh Oliver there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down right around the 25. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. This is Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check. Bravo. 58, come on. 58, come on. Stay with it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog. That's the way. Shift. 22 jet bomber. Hard. Alert 3. Go.
On 4th down, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.